win the game development. So pretty much this is the 12th step out of the 16, and in the previous video we refresh it, we have this. So we were able to create the ball hitting the bricks. So right now we're hitting the bricks and we're keeping a score right now. So as long as I win, I'm gonna continue adding points to my game. So I can play. Oops, okay, I lost game over. So, and I changed the background color so you can pick up whatever color here in the hexadecimal. Okay, so you can click here and pretty much get all the code from the GitHub repository. Okay, so let's keep moving. Implementing winning in our game is quite easy. If you happen to destroy all the bricks, then you win. So how to win? Add the following new code into your ball hit brick function. Okay, so we're gonna go inside of the JavaScript file, close this one, and let's close here, and we're gonna go inside of the ball hit brick. Okay, so we're gonna go inside, and now we have the brick that kill with the kill method. Then we have the score text. So we have these three statements inside. Now we're gonna be adding, let me see, so we have the brick that kill, a score, and a score text. Okay, that's fine. After that we're gonna use the let statement declaration, and we're gonna have the count underscore live like that, count underscore alive like that, and we are gonna set it to 0. Okay, so we're gonna set it to 0, and below we're gonna use the for statement, the for loop. So we're gonna have this count underscore alive, and we're gonna initialize it to 0. Then we're gonna have a for loop. We're gonna create a for loop, and inside of the parentheses of the for loop we're gonna have the initialization. So we're gonna let I initialize to 0, and now we're gonna have some conditions. So let I is equal initialize to 0, and as long as I is less than the bricks that children, so it's gonna be bricks that children, okay, children that length, okay, that length like that. So as long as I is less than bricks that children that length, then we are gonna increment I by 1. Okay, so that's fine. And let me see, so we have the initialization, we have the condition, and then the afterthought. Okay, we're gonna open the curly braces, and we're gonna have inside of this black code, we're gonna have an if statement. So we're gonna have the if statement, and again we're gonna use curly braces after the parentheses, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna say if the bricks, so if the bricks that children, and we're gonna pass this array, and we're gonna pass in the variable I inside of the array. Okay, that alive like this. Okay, if the bricks that children, we're passing I, and then that alive. Then we're gonna start writing some code, some statements inside of the curly braces. So we are gonna have the count underscore alive like that, but we're gonna use the plus plus, so we're gonna increment it by 1, and then end this statement with a semicolon. Okay, so we have that, and we are gonna have 2 curly braces after that, or pretty much you can say, okay, this is the curly braces of the for loop. So after the for loop we are gonna have an if statement. So okay, so we're gonna have an if statement. So we initialize the count lives, and then we have an if statement. Okay, and we open parentheses, and we open curly braces. So inside of the parentheses we're gonna have in the count, and the count underscore alive, and it's gonna be equal to 0. Okay, and inside of the curly braces we are gonna have an alert. We're gonna pass in parentheses, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna pass in this string, and you put you want. Okay, let me see, oh, I mean you want the game like this, you want the game, and okay, congratulations, congratulations like that. Okay, so congratulations, and then semicolon at the end. Okay, and finally we're gonna have in the location, it's gonna be location that reload that just parentheses and then semicolon at the end, and then we can just save it. And yeah, that's pretty much all that we have right now. So let's okay, so and now make sure that here in the if statement inside of the for loop we are having bricks instead of just brick, so we need to add an s, so it has to be bricks that children. Okay, so now we can save this code. And okay, so now we're gonna reload it and we're gonna go here. Let's reload it, and as you can see we can play this game here. Okay, let me see if I can win. Okay, so the ball is hitting the bricks. Okay, the paddle is moving, everything is fine. Okay, oops, I lost, so let me see. Okay, so everything is working fine. We loop through the bricks and the group using the bricks that children, checking for the aliveness of each with each bricks that alive method. If there are no more bricks left alive, then we show a winning message restarting the game once the alert is dismissed. And you can compare your code, so you can compare here, or you can go into the GitHub repository, and this is all that we have for the win the game. And what they say here, let me check it out. If there are no more bricks left alive, okay, then show a winning message. So let's restart and let's see if we can win this game. Okay, so I'm winning some points here, but I have to hit all the bricks, and I'm gonna add some points. I have 40 points right now. I have to pretty much destroy all the bricks. Let me see, and it's a little bit difficult for me right now because I'm using my finger on my laptop right now, so we only have this mouse functionality. We didn't add it with the keyboards, so maybe if we add it with the keyboard it would be a little bit easier. But let's keep trying to see if we can win. Okay, so let's keep moving, we're almost there. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, so we are on 2 more bricks and we are winning this game. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So you won the game, congratulations. So this is pretty much what we have here. If there are no more bricks left alive, then we show a winning message restarting the game once the alert is dismissed. So yeah, that's all that we have for the winning the game. And yeah, it has been restarted. So now we're gonna go into the next chapter that is pretty much gonna be extra life. So and again, you click here and you're gonna have the code for the GitHub repository, so that's fine. And we can make the game enjoyable. We can make the game enjoyable for longer by adding lives. And this article will implement a live system so that the player can continue playing until they have lost 3 lives, just not just 1. New variables. Add the following new variables below the existing ones in your code. So we're gonna go into our main.js. We're gonna go way up here, and we are gonna have this let statement declaration. We are gonna have lives, and we are gonna set it to 3. So right now we're gonna have 3 lives. We're gonna have this let statement declaration live. It's gonna be lives text like that, semicolon at the end, and then we're gonna have let, and it's gonna be live lost text. So it's gonna be live lost or live lost text, semicolon at the end. Okay, so we have 3 variables, live, lost, text. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, but first of all let's save it, and these respectively will store the number of lives, the text label that displays the number of lives that remain, and a text label that will be shown on the screen when the player loses 1 of their lives. So defining the new text labels, defining the text looks like something we already did in the score lesson. Add the following lines below the existing score text definition inside your create function. So inside of the create function we are gonna go into the score text definition, create function, and we're gonna go inside of the inside of the score text definition. Okay, we're gonna update that. So okay, so add the following lines below, okay, below the existing score text definition. So it's not gonna be inside of this, but it's gonna be below. So let me see, this is the parentheses, we are gonna enter here. Okay, it has to be right here. So yeah, we are gonna add this piece of code. So we're gonna have the live text. Okay, so we're gonna have live text, and we're gonna set it to the game that add that text, like that. And we're gonna open parentheses, we're gonna pass in the game that world that width, like that. And okay, so we have the game that world that width, and we're gonna subtract 5. Okay, so comma 5 comma so minus 5, and then the second parameter is going to be number 5, and then we're going to open backticks, and we're going to have lives here. Okay, so we're going to have colon space $sign open curly braces, and we're going to pass in the variables lives. Okay, so that's our 1 2 3 expression inside that. And finally, after the backticks, we're gonna have an object as our fourth parameter. So we're gonna have the font, or the font is gonna be set to, yeah, it has to be column, and it's gonna be set to 18 pixels, Arial, like that. Comma, we're gonna separate it with a comma. We're gonna have in the field column, and it's gonna be set to, okay, so you can pick whatever number, but let me see, we can grab whatever color we want here. So okay, it's here. So let me see, I don't know, maybe let's grab this one to see how it's gonna look like to this point, and semicolon, and just colon, I mean. So we have that up to this point. Okay, so we have the lives, and then we're gonna put a semicolon at the end of the parentheses. So here, yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna have the live that text. So it's gonna be, let me see, it's gonna be lives text, like that. And we're gonna that anchor, and that's it. Then we're gonna pass in 1,0. Okay, 1,0. Okay, that's fine. Let me see, we have live text that anchor, we're passing live text that anchor, that's it, and we're passing 1,0. Okay, semicolon at the end. And now we're gonna have live lost text. So it's gonna be live. Okay, so I already have here live lost text, and we're gonna set it to the game. Okay, we're gonna set it to the game that add that text. Okay, and we're gonna open parentheses, and inside of the parentheses we are gonna have in the game world width. So it's gonna be the game, okay, it's gonna be the game world width, and we're gonna multiply it by 0.5, and then let me see, now it's just gonna be a comma. Okay, so we're gonna pretty much have the same thing, but instead of width we're gonna have in the height. So it's gonna be height, like that, and let's see, we're gonna multiply it, yeah, again by 0.5, and then we're gonna have a string. It's gonna be say live lost, so it's gonna be live lost. Okay, click to continue. Okay, click to continue, like that. And you can end this with a comma here. Let me see what else we have. So okay, so after that comma we are gonna have an object. So we're open curly braces, and we're gonna have in the font column, and it's gonna be, okay, it's gonna be 18 pixels. Okay, and it's gonna be Arial, like that. Okay, we're gonna have a comma, and it's gonna have in the field colon and then we're gonna pass in the number. And yeah, you can, let's grab this number here and let's just add it here. So it's gonna be this number, And what else do we have here? So we're gonna put a semicolon after the parentheses, like that. And okay, we can even separate that. So yeah, let me see. No, we can just leave it like that. And okay, so after this semicolon, we are gonna have the life loss that anchor. So it's gonna be the life loss text that anchor, and it's gonna be that set, and we're gonna pass in 0.5 semicolon at the end. And then life loss text, so it's gonna be life loss text that visible, and we are gonna set it to this boolean false. Okay, so we're doing that. Save it, and let's see if something has changed for now. Okay, so yeah, we have the points here. Nothing yet. Okay, let me see. Oops, we're here. Let me see if we wrote life loss text anchor that set 0.5 and then set to false. Okay, so the live text and the live loss text objects look very similar to the scores text one. They define a position on the screen, the actual text to display, and the font styling. The former is anchored on its right top edge to align properly with the screen, and the latter is centered both using anchor.set. Okay, the live loss text will be shown only when the live is lost, so its visibility is initially set to false. So now making your text styling DRY. As you probably noticed, we're using the same styling for all the three texts: score text, live text, and live loss text. If we ever want to change the font size or color, we will have to do it in multiple places to make it easier for us to maintain, and in the future we can create a separate variable that will hold our styling. Let's call it text style, and place it before the text definition. So okay, so with this they're gonna pretty much update that, and this is gonna be the default color. So let me see. To make it easier for us to maintain in the future, we can create a separate variable that will hold our style. Let's call it text style and place it before the text definition. So we're gonna place it before the text definitions. Okay, so live text, score text, we are gonna have it, let me see where they put it. So text style, so we're gonna go inside of the text style. I just want to make sure where they put it. So text definition, so it's gonna be, let me see, text definitions. Okay, so it's gonna be text, what is the name? It's gonna be text style, like this. So we are gonna put it yeah, we are just gonna put it here inside of the, just before the text score. So we're gonna name it text style, like this, and we are gonna name it, okay, so text style, and we are gonna set it to the subject, and we are gonna pass in the font, and it's gonna be set to, okay, it's gonna be set to 18 pixels Arial. And okay, so we put a comma, and then we're gonna have in the field, and we're gonna pass in the scalar by default. Okay, so we have that, semicolon at the end. Okay, so this is what we have right now. So we can now use this variable when styling our text label. So update your code so that the multiple instances of the text styling are replaced with the variable. So let me see, score text. Now we need to go into the score text, and okay, so instead of having this curly brace here, we are gonna delete that curly brace, and we're just gonna have this text style. So it's gonna be text style, like that. Save it, And what else is gonna go? Okay, so it's gonna go here, and then also it's gonna be in the live text. Okay, so it's gonna be in the live text, or yeah, pretty much it's gonna go here. It's gonna be text, yeah, text style, semicolon at the end. Let's see what else we have it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it in these two. Live loss, click continue, so it's gonna be live loss. Okay, that's fine. We have the text style, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this way, changing the font on one variable will apply the changes to every place it is used. So let me see, what is our code? So we close it. Oh, the code is here. So okay, so now it has updated everything, and let's see if I miss. Okay, game over. Oh, as you can see here, to this to the right, the upper right corner, we can see live stream. So it's using this particular color, so we can change it, but right now it's set live stream, so it's set to 3, so that's fine. And maybe let's, I don't know, let's maybe make it what is this color? So you can, if it's, I don't know, maybe we can use some kind of, I don't know, this color. So let's see what happens. And this is gonna be for the background, and you can play around with these colors here. So yeah, for this background we can just go here, and let's see right now how it's looking. Okay, as you can see right now it's live 3.10, so everything is looking fine right now. Okay, that's fine. Now the lives handling code. To implement lives in our game, let's first change the balls function bound to the out of bounds event instead of executing an anonymous function and showing the alert right away. So we have the ball that depends that, let me see, where is that? So we're gonna have the ball that events. Okay, so I have it is this one. So we have the ball that events, and ball that events on out of bounds that add game over read location. We're passing this. Okay, so yeah, it's that one. Let me see one. Let me just double check if we're not missing anything. Yeah, we will assign a new function called ball leave screen. Delete the previous event handler shown above and replace it with the following line. So instead of having this, okay, so it's gonna end right here. Let me see. So in the parentheses, ends here. So we are just pretty much deleted, as they say, and we're gonna have the ball that events. So we're gonna have the ball that events that is gonna be let me see, it's gonna be out of bounds, like that, out of bounds, and it has to be uppercase, so bounds. And then we're gonna have the method that add, and we are gonna pass in ball leave screen, like that, and comma, and we're gonna pass in this, and outside of the parentheses we have in the semicolon. So we have that, and let's check it out. Oops, yeah, this is what's happening here. Let me see, ball that events that out of bounds that add ball leave screen this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We want to decrease the number of lives every time the ball leaves the canvas. Add the ball leave screen function definition at the end of our code. So we're gonna need to add this piece of code in our JavaScript. We're gonna go all the way down, and we're gonna create this function. So it's gonna be function, and we're gonna name it ball leave screen, so like that. Okay, so let's save it for now. Let's see, yeah, that fixed it. Okay, Okay, so we're gonna decrement the lives obviously, so it's gonna be lives and then minus or double minus the decrement, so it's gonna decrement by 1. So we have the lives, then we're gonna have the if statement declaration, so inside of the parentheses. Okay, so we're gonna have the lives, so if there are lives, then let me see, lives.text, so we're gonna have in the lives.text, and we're gonna set text, okay, like that, and we're gonna set it to, we're gonna open parentheses, backtext, and we're gonna have in lives colon and number sign, curly braces. Okay, we're passing lives like that, and semicolon at the end. Okay, and now we're gonna have in the live loss, so it's gonna be live loss text that visible, okay, that visible, and we're gonna set it to this boolean true. Okay, and now we're gonna have in the bold that reset, so it's gonna be bold that reset, and inside of the parentheses we're gonna pass in the game that world that width, yeah, that width, and we're gonna multiply by 0.5. okay, as a second parameter we're gonna have in the same, the game that world that height, and it's gonna be -5 like this, no, -25, okay, -25, and yeah, after that we're gonna close it or end this statement with a semicolon, and this is the curly brace of the if statement. Okay, so let me see, after the semicolon we're gonna have in the paddle, let me see just to make sure, so we have this is the curly brace here, and let me see, so this is the curly brace, like that's okay, semicolon here, semicolon. Okay, so here we're gonna have in the paddle, we're gonna have in the paddle, and we're gonna reset it, so we're gonna be paddle reset. Okay, we're gonna open parentheses, and we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna do the same thing, so I might as well just copy it and paste it here, but instead of 25 it's just gonna be 5. So let me see if that's right. So game that world width multiply, then game world height -5, so that's fine, semicolon at the end. Okay, what else do we have here? So now we are gonna have in the game, okay, the game that input, okay, so it's gonna be the game that input, okay, it's gonna be the game that input down, that on down input, that on down, that at once. Okay, so we're gonna open parentheses, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have in this arrow function, and inside of the curly braces of the arrow function we're gonna have live loss text, so it's gonna be live loss text that visible. Okay, and we are gonna set it to false. Okay, that's fine, semicolon at the end. Then we're gonna have in the ball that body, the ball that body, that velocity, and it's gonna be that set, and we're gonna set it to 150 and then -150. Okay, so that's fine, so the ball that body, that velocity, semicolon at the end. And okay, so we are done with that, and just after the curly brace we're gonna put a comma and put the keyword this. Okay, so this is the comma, and then end this one with a semicolon, so that's fine. We're almost done. And okay, so now we're gonna have after this here, let me see this. Okay, so this is the if statement, so right here we're gonna have the else, open curly braces, and we're gonna have this alert, so parentheses, and we're gonna have in the, okay, so you lost, okay, game over, like that. And fine, okay, semicolon at the end, and finally location, so location that reload, parentheses, and then semicolon at the end. So let's see, reload location, that's reload, yeah, that's fine. Let me see, okay, we're gonna lose on purpose, so life lost, click to continue, okay, that's fine. Another one, life lost, click to continue, and this is the last one, so let me see if I lost, okay. Now you lost, game over. Okay, so it's working pretty fine. Okay, instead of instantly printing out the alert when you lose a life, we first subtract one life from the current number and check if it's a non-zero value. If yes, then the player still has some lives left and can continue to play. They will see the life lost message, the ball and the battle position will be reset on the screen, and on the next input, click or touch, the message will be hidden and the ball will start to move again. When the number of available lives reaches 0, the game is over and the game over alert message will be shown. Okay, so now we have events. You have probably noticed the add and the add once method calls in the above two code blocks and wonder how they differ. The difference is that the add method binds the given function and causes it to be executed every time the event occurs, while the add once is useful when you want to have the bound function executed only once and the unbound so it is not executed again. In our case, on every out of bounds event, the ball leave screen will be executed, but when the ball leaves the screen, we will only want to remove the message from the screen once. So you can compare your code. So this is what we have here in the Mozilla website. You can also check it out in the GitHub repository. And again, this is pretty much all the code. If we click it, okay, so we lose on purpose. So we have 2 lives now. Life lost, click to continue. We're gonna lose another life. That's fine, and we're gonna lose on purpose the 3rd life. So let's check it out. Okay, so you lost game over, so but let's play this game and let's try to win it. So we have 3 lives now. This is gonna be kind of fun. Okay, and I have changed the colors, as you remember, at least of the background, because oops, okay, I lost 1 life. So okay, I don't have to start the game all over. Okay, so I don't want to lose more lives, so let's continue and let's win this game. So we win this game when we end this video. So we have 2 more lives yet. So okay, so that's cool. We are almost done. Okay, so yeah, pretty much now the what okay, so you won the game, congratulations. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's all that we have for the extra lives and the game development using Phaser.